NABLUS in the northern West Bank. It resulted in 3 terrorists dead that Israel says were behind a string of recent shootings at Israeli civilians and soldiers in the area. Now, the IDF and Shin Bet security forces remain, though, on a manhunt for a 4th member of that terror squad. It's considered armed and dangerous, and thousands of people, though, came out yesterday for the funeral of those 3 Palestinians killed and calling for retribution. In another incident, an Israeli taxi driver was attacked yesterday evening after entering Nablus for work on his car, apparently, and escaped with minor injuries. Our Middle East correspondent Ariel Oseran joins us now, taking a closer look at all the events here. Ariel, first of all, on yesterday, it was a striking event, especially a midday hit on these terrorists in Nablus. What do we know about the targets and exactly what transpired yesterday?
Well, David, as you mentioned, the fact that this was done in broad daylight downtown Nablus is what's causing such a uproar and higher flames in the response to this incident yesterday. We're talking about 3 members of what Israel calls a terror cell belonging to the Al-Aqsa Martyrs Brigade. This is the armed military wing of the Fatah party, which is the ruling party in the Palestinian Authority. They were being tracked by Israeli security forces, and as they approached the vehicle, and Israelis were partly undercovered going into downtown Nablus in a Palestinian taxi. Gunfight erupted, and the 3 members of the terror cell were killed. The 4th member is still at large, but he was seen participating in the funeral of the 3 killed members of the cell yesterday. The manhunt for him still continues. We are hearing a lot of responses, condemnation from Palestinians on this incident. Hussein al-Sheikh, Palestinian Minister for Civil Affairs and member of the Palestinian Central Committee, said that this is, quote, he called yesterday's incident, quote, an outrageous crime of assassination, and warned of great political repercussions. Now, this is potentially damaging since al-Sheikh has pretty much represented the Palestinian side in the latest renewal of ties with the Israeli leadership. He even attended the meeting with Palestinian President Abbas at the home of Defense Minister Benny Gantz. And so the fact that this was done in broad daylight really raises the level of condemnation on this. Add to that, we're seeing strikes in Ramallah and in multiple areas across the West Bank, clashes between Palestinians and Israeli security forces. I think until this 4th member of the terror cell is caught, there is potential for further escalation because of this incident.
And Ariel, on another side, I understand there's some emerging criticism within the Palestinian arenas against their own security forces now, the Palestinian Authority, for perhaps letting this strike yesterday take place. And on top of that, given the sensitivity, these were Al-Aqsa Martyrs Brigade men who were affiliated with Fatah here. Is there an added outcry around that?
Well, yeah, it's very interesting that the Al-Aqsa Brigades, as you mentioned, is part of the Fatah movement, which is the ruling party and the Palestinian Authority. Now, there has been a lot of criticism on the security cooperation between Palestinian Authority and the Israeli side. Many of the Israeli activities are not able to be conducted without this cooperation, but this cooperation is also what keeps the PA in power. So it's a very delicate situation for the Palestinian Authority. We did see them going in the funeral procession, trying to tear down Hamas flags, Hamas, their main rivals, and this doesn't help for their public image in light of yesterday's incident.
All right, Oseran, thanks for breaking it down.